Alright viewers, welcome back to the channel. Finally doing a teardown video on the Chevette. Been a while since I posted anything about the Chevette. But as you can see, I got the front bumper off, the hood, headlight assemblies, both front fenders. Got the passenger door off, but whew, man, that was a job. Can you believe they used roll pins? See the little slit? They used roll pins to hold the doors on in these cars. That's welded to the body. And the other one is also welded to the door. I don't know if you can see it in there, but it's welded. So you gotta drive it out. And yes, I had to ding the door up a little bit to get a punch through there. But I got it. It's not going to be too long of a video. Just got everything sprayed with lube. Like I said, this car was original when I got it. Somebody had started taking it apart, but didn't get very far. Got the fender off this side. I'm not going to take the door off this side today. The other side took me over an hour. Between getting the door panel off and the infamous window crank snap ring. You know, these things, the eye catchers. But it's pretty much stripped down. You see over there, I got some rotten floor pans. So I'm going to be putting, I'm trying to line up a 4-speed transmission for this car, preferably. You know, I don't want a Saginaw. At least a Muncie 4-speed. But some of the prices on those Muncies are crazy. So, and of course, you're going to put a small block, just a Gen 1 small block up front with a carburetor. Building a full frame for the car. This is a complete unibody car. So, very flimsy car. At least that's my plan. So the frame rails will come right through this trough I've got cut through here. It's going to be narrowed. It's going to have a little bit of it's going to fit a 10-inch wheel. And probably it should fit a 29.5 tall by 10.5 tire, though I plan on running like those Mickey Thompson street radials, the 275/60s. Because I've got a pair of them already mounted to some factory Corvette rally wheels with center spacing. Yeah, so anywho, gonna be sitting farther back in this car. Right now it's just gonna get a chassis, a 2x3 rectangular. I'm not gonna do round tubing on this car. And then everywhere I got to catch the body, I'll just plate the rocker panel in here and then come off of the chassis. You know, so speaking of chassis, here is I'm going to convert this over to a leaf spring car. Yeah, the cross member here is 2x3. Well, the whole thing will be 2x3. And yeah, I could have bought a cross member pre-bent and all that stuff, but I wasn't going to spend that kind of money on it when I can make that. You know, it's not gorgeous, but it'll work. And so it'll go, the body will attach right here on the end, the rocker panels, whatever you want to call it. Right around this area right here. Going to be straight frame rails all the way to the front. So the width of these, and you see I've got the leaf spring sliders on there, slight angle. So yeah, that's the plan. I do have to shorten it. It is a little too long. I got my math all mixed up. So this area right here is just a little too long because right here is the center of the rear axle. And obviously, there's not that much room in the back of these cars. So, yeah, screwed the pooch on that one. Alright, well, this video is getting long enough. It's not really a lot to show. I'm just going to do short videos. We'll get taken off the car. Got the hood and the fenders outside here. Yeah, the plan for the front suspension is I'm going to do a dash bar off the frame rails, of course. So I'll bring my uprights for my pillars as tight as I can get them. But I don't want to go through the dash because I do plan on using the stock dash. It was in pretty good shape. So the factory dash cover, I plan on reusing that. So I'll probably bring the dash bar down just before it, and then go across and then move the steering column back. Because like I said, I'm going to be sitting farther back in the car. And then I'll just mount the pedal assemblies off of the bottom of the dash bar. And then from the front upright, I'll go through the firewall. And like I said, it'll be 2x3 frame front to rear. And so it'll come through the firewall here. I'll put a cup in right here. This is all get cut out. And then I'll go from the cup here down to support the front, to support this stuff on both sides of the car. And that'll probably do it for the time being. Like I said, I'm not going to do a full cage in this car, not up front. It's not going to be a, you know, an all-out race car. It's going to be a street car to play around with. Yeah, that's really all I got to say, guys. And look at this. I'm sure somebody at one time turned the key. Only has one strut holding it up, and it works. Now, I'm sure it's been replaced at one point in time, but it works. So all this will get cut out. Like I said, you see the channel there that I've made. I've already had a piece of 2x3 all the way to the front and got it where I wanted it. I just did it kind of weird, but because normally I would just come in here and cut all this out and reinforce the rocker panels first and then work on the frame rails, just build the frame. So cut the tubs out and they'll come into the frame. So anyway, all right, so progress update on the Chevette. It's not a build video, but it's you know, it's some progress anyway. Tear down, like I said in the beginning of the video. All right, well, if you're following the Chevette progress and you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel. Over 80% of my viewers are not subscribed to the channel, and it doesn't cost you anything. So give this video a thumbs up, and if you have any questions or comments, just leave them in the comment section below the video. And thanks for watching.